generically talking about your career
Yeah.
and focusing on what makes you feel successful,
Yeah.
what do you think those components of career are?
I think it's deciding, like I was saying, when I said I didn't stop making assumptions, it's because I open myself to learning. So if I just kept my mindset that I either know it all or I have the one true way, then I won't learn. So I think continually seeking to learn. I do know a lot, but I know there's a lot I still don't know. And if I go to a conference, I'd probably say, oh, I know that topic, but I might pick up one little nugget of information which sits with me and resonates. And that is just simply building a bigger and bigger toolkit every day. So to me, it's that continuous learning, be open to conversations, and recognize that there are people that actually do know more than you do. Don't ever try to be the smartest person in the room, because you're in the wrong room, right?
Because you're in the wrong room.
Because you need to have people that are smarter than you, in maybe not in general, but more in specialized ways, so they know more about X than you do. It was like my journey to being a project manager. It took me years to say I'm not the smartest technical guy on the project, but I'm still able to have conversations with the right technical people, but I'm not going to pretend I know what they know, right? So the flip side of that is leaving your ego at the door. Right?
Yes.
I mean, I think project managers, we have a tendency to pride ourselves on our war stories, right? Because if you haven't failed, you haven't succeeded, right? You don't know what success looks like if you haven't experienced failure, really,
Correct.
in my view, right? So I think there comes a point in time where that's useful, but can be unhealthy to be too driven by, I have to have the best war story or whatever else. You need to understand that there are people bigger and better or simply different experiences which you can learn from as well. So it's that more open to holistic thinking about projects, and also recognizing that you're dealing with human beings and that someday they have a bad day, as I might have, and don't let that scar you or scar the relationship. That's vital, and I try and avoid burning bridges with anybody, really, particularly in somewhere like Adelaide, because Adelaide is a very small community, very tight community, and reputations matter. I've, over the years, interviewed dozens and dozens of project managers, and the first thing is I would look on his LinkedIn. Who do I know that I know?
That's right.
That would be kind of an inkling to me of where they sit in the community a little bit, how well they're connected, and who they know, and how do we have mutual colleagues and so on, because that helps us form connections really quickly. So I think that's something that I think is just that openness to learning, that openness to new ideas, and being willing to be corrected. That people can say, sorry, maybe do you think about doing it a different way, and also conversely, act towards people in the same way. I find it very hard. I'm reluctant to criticize people directly, because they're probably assume they're doing their best. That's the thing, right? You might find there's a better way to do something in your experience, and you can articulate it otherwise than saying you did something wrong. And so I think that's important, that you don't be judged and try not to judge too much either. And that way, I think I'm always open to repeat business. My one success factor is, would this person bring me back if they had a chance? I've been contracting for 15 years, and I'm only as good as my last contract. And you really need to invest in that. So I need to know that the last place I worked in, would they have me back? And were the last words I had with those people positive? When I said by email, I'm leaving today, thank you folks, what were the responses like? And generally, I'm happy to say they're generally positive. So yes, I think that's key, is that you have that transparency as an individual.
That's brilliant.